Let's talk about courage.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you find your courage? Where did that courage come from to decide from an early age, this is what I want to do? Work as hard as you had to work to actually get there and do that. I mean, just the thought of being that far underwater in this little pressurized metal tube and things like that, the pressure at the depths you guys are at are just unfathomable, pun intended. Where did you find the courage?
I would say it came from my two grandfathers. Both my grandfathers served in World War II, and I grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire, and it's like a blue collar town that like nobody leaves. You know, you're born there, you raise a family there, you die there. But my grandparents were born there, my parents were born there, I was born there. I probably was going to die there. But my grandfathers both served in World War II, and I guess I was that curious kid that was just like listening to their stories of life outside of Manchester, you know, and all the things that they did. And I imagined what it would be like to do what they did. So I remember going to my guidance counselor in high school and I said, I want to be a submarine officer. How do I do that? And she just looked at me like, who says that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, you know, and to her credit, she tried to figure it out. Like, I don't know, let's figure it out together. And so I remember, you know, they said, you gotta have math and science. Okay, well, I'm going to work on that in high school. You got to go to engineering school. You got to get into a good engineering school. Well, nobody in my family had gone to college, right? And let alone engineering school. So like, what kind of engineer do you want to be? I don't know. What are they? I didn't know any of this stuff. So it's really interesting that to get to be a submarine officer, there was so many obstacles in my way to be able to do it that I had no business even trying to do, right? I was not qualified I was not of that caliber. So I think for my whole life, it's been obstacles that I had to try to overcome. And that's where I've developed grit over the years. It's just like, okay, well, this is another obstacle. I have a dream. I have a passion. I want to be somewhere. I'm just going to have to, this is just an obstacle that I have to get through to get to my dream. And was sort of like the story of my life up until, well, now, you know, then I have a degree and I have a couple, you know, I got an engineering degree and a couple of master's degrees. Now I'm working on a PhD. So now, okay, now I kind of belong here, but I did not belong there back in the day. So for sure, I was just through sheer effort trying to get through.